When Lila met Adrian Vale, she already knew his smile was a weapon. He didn't recognize her. Of course. Why would he? 5 years ago, she'd been just another scholarship kid at Westbridge Academy. Quiet, invisible, easy to blame. Adrian, golden boy of the debate team, had needed a scapegoat when exam answers leaked. One rumor, one fake screenshot, one perfectly timed whisper, and Lila's academic career had burned to ash. Expelled, blacklisted, her mother's health spiraled under the stress. Their tiny apartment grew quieter, heavier, full of things unsaid. Adrian went on to become exactly what everyone predicted: charming, successful, admired, the kind of man people trusted instantly. Which made revenge beautifully simple. Lila didn't rush. Revenge, she'd learned, was like ink in water. It spread best when you didn't stir too fast. She rebuilt herself first. Night classes, freelance, design work, a new name in professional circles. L. Moreno. Calm, polished, forgettable. Then she applied for a position at Vale and Company, Adrian's fast-rising PR firm, known for reputation rescue. The irony tasted sweet. She got the job. Of course she did. Adrian loved hiring underdogs. It made him look compassionate. Lila, right, he'd said, on her first day, hand warm, voice smooth. Or do you prefer L? She smiled. L is fine. His eyes lingered, searching for recognition. That never came. She had changed. Softer hair, sharper wardrobe, confidence, worn like armor. He had not changed at all. Step 1 was patience. Lila became indispensable. She fixed client crises before they exploded. She stayed late. She anticipated Adrian's needs before he voiced them. He started calling her his secret weapon. If only he knew. Late nights turned into takeout dinners in the office. Dinners turned into conversations. Conversations turned into laughter that felt dangerously real. That was the problem, with long cons. Lines blurred. One rainy evening, as city lights bled across the windows, Adrian looked at her differently. You know, he said quietly, you're the only person here I actually trust. The words hit harder than she expected. Good, she told herself. Trust makes the fall worse. Step 2 was exposure. Vale & Co.'s biggest client was a tech CEO with a history of buried scandals. Lila accidentally discovered internal files proving Adrian had helped suppress a harassment case years ago. Not illegal, but morally ugly. Very ugly. She didn't leak them. Not yet. Instead, she saved copies, built a timeline, connected dots, quietly fed small truths to a journalist known for pulling threads slowly. The article series began as a whisper. PR firms that protect predators. Vale & Company wasn't named at first. Adrian ranted in meetings. This is irresponsible journalism. No evidence. Lila nodded sympathetically, took notes, sent one more anonymous file that night. The day the article named Vale & Company, the office felt like a sinking ship. Phones rang non-stop. Clients demanded statements. Investors pulled back. Adrian shut himself in his glass office, staring at the skyline like it had betrayed him. He called Lila in. I don't understand, he said, voice thin. We didn't do anything illegal. She sat across from him, hands folded, calm, controlled. Not illegal, she agreed. Just wrong. He flinched. For a moment, she almost stopped, almost told him who she was. almost let him apologize for something he didn't even remember doing. But then she thought of her mother sorting medical bills at the kitchen table, pretending everything was fine. No one deserves to be destroyed over a mistake, Adrian said quietly. Lila held his gaze. Some people don't get to call it a mistake. And that was the moment he saw it. Not recognition of her face, but recognition of guilt, of history catching up. Who are you? He whispered. She stood. Someone you forgot, she said. That was your first mistake. She resigned that afternoon. By the end of the week, 2 major clients had dropped the firm. Investors demanded Adrian step down, temporarily. His reputation, the thing he built his life on, had a permanent crack. Lila watched it all from a cafe across town, laptop open, tea growing cold. Her phone buzzed. Adrian. I remember now. Westbridge. I'm sorry. She stared at the message a long time. Sorry. A word that came years too late, wrapped in comfort he'd never lost. She typed back. I know. Then she blocked the number. Revenge, she discovered, wasn't fire. It was erasure. Not of him, but of the power he once had over her story. For the first time in years, Lila walked home without feeling small. And somewhere behind her, a golden boy learned what it felt like to be forgotten.